Now today I'm going to show you how to do this Catherine's wheel pattern. There are actually a couple of different patterns. One is more lacy and made with thread and looks more kind of like a sun wheel with multiple arms, if you will. And this one is just made with the yarn, and it has this great kind of circular pattern and design in it. This is a fantastic stitch for anything. You can make babies' blankets with it. It's perfect to make a square with if you're going to maybe scrap together a bunch of squares for an afghan. As you can see, it lends itself beautifully to a variegated or a transitional yarn. It adds a really nice, wonderful look. For example, this almost reminds me of like fall leaves because of the fall colors and the way the colors kind of meld together and transition. This one's made with your standard acrylic yarn. You can see I have this ecru yarn here, and then this other yarn is a landscape yarn from Lion's brand. And this one right here is made with a bamboo cotton blend yarn. My name is Sig, and it is such a pleasure to have this time with you today. It's your support that allows me to contribute new content and weekly videos. Help us all grow together by tapping the subscribe bar, notification bell, and like buttons. I look forward to your comments and always value your feedback. Now let's get started. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to use two colors. I'm going to use this white, and I'm also going to use this green. The weight's about a size 3, so I will use a size E hook, a 3.50 millimeter for this particular design. Now starting with the color white, I want to do this particular pattern in multiples of 10 plus 1 stitch. So for this demonstration, I'm going to crochet a chain 20 counts, and then I'll add one additional chain to give me a total of 21 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, plus one more. Gives me 21. And so for my first row, I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then I'm going to single crochet in the next chain. Then I'm going to skip 3 chains, and I'm going to do a double crochet in that next chain. Then I'll do an additional 6 double crochets in this same stitch. So that'll give me a total of 7 double crochets in this stitch. It's basically like a shell stitch, really. Now once I have my 7 double crochets, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to skip the next 3 chains. And then I'm going to single crochet in the next 3 stitches after that. And then again, I'm going to skip the next 3 stitches. And in that fourth stitch from our last single crochet, I'm going to again do 7 double crochets. I'm going to skip 3 more chains, and then I'm going to single crochet. So with this last chain and this last single crochet, I'm going to do my single crochet into the very last step, because here I'm going to actually change colors. So for row 2, I'm going to bring in my second color. Now, if you want, you can certainly cut off the first color and then pick it up again when it's time to use that color again. However, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to connect. I'm just going to leave it all one length, because I'm giving it a border anyways. Now, if I weren't giving it a border, I would probably cut it off and weave the tails in separately. But because I'm giving it a border and I'm not worried about any of these extra tails along the edging of the piece to be seen, I'm going to just keep it all one piece. Okay, so now that I've got my color change, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to chain 2. I'm going to turn my work. And then now what I want to do is I want to crochet 4 double crochets together. So what that means is I will start my double crochets in the next 4 stitches. However, I will pull them all together into 1 stitch at the top, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So I'll do a yarn over, and then I'll insert my hook into that first single crochet, and then I'll pull through my yarn just as if I were starting the beginnings of a regular double crochet. But instead of following through with that, I'm going to start my next double crochet. And so now that gives me 3 loops on the hook and 2 double crochets that I have started. I'm going to do a third double crochet. I'm going to begin that. I'm going to insert my hook into that first double crochet and then pull through 2 loops. And then that gives me 3 double crochets started, and I'm going to do that one more time. And that gives me 5 loops on my hook, basically 4 of these double crochets that have begun. And then I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to pull that yarn through all 5 of those loops together. And then that gives me 4 double crochets crocheted together. So now I'm going to chain 3. And I'm going to single crochet in the next 3 stitches. I'm going to chain 3 again. And this time I'm going to double crochet 7 double crochets together. So as before, yarn over, insert my hook into that next double crochet stitch, yarn over again, and pull through 2 loops, giving me a beginning of 1. And I'm going to do this 6 more times. Yarn over, insert, pull through, and then pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, insert my hook, pull through, and then pull through 2 more loops. And again. Two more times. So now I should have 8 loops on my hook. And I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to pull that yarn all the way through all 8 loops. Then I'm going to chain 3. And then I'm going to single crochet 3 single crochets. Now I'm going to chain 3 again. And because I'm at the other end, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to double crochet 4 double crochets together. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Giving me 5 loops on my hook, and then I'm going to yarn over and pull it all together. And then I'm going to keep my green. So this is where we're going to actually start getting that wheel look. And so I'm going to chain 2. I'm going to turn my work. And now I'm going to do 4 double crochets together, but this time I'm doing them all in this first double crochet. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 double crochets all in the same stitch. And then I'm going to single crochet in each of the next 3 single crochets. So it's going to be 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to double crochet 7 double crochets in this next double crochet space. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then as before, I'm going to single crochet in the next 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And now that we're back at the end, it's going to be 4 double crochets in the same double crochet stitch. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now with this 4th one, I'm only going to bring my double crochet up to the very last step because I'm going to change colors again at this point. Now, so I'm going to bring my white back up. I'm going to watch my tension because I'm keeping it connected at this point. And I don't want it to be too tight there on the end. Now for row 4, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to turn my work. And then I'm going to single crochet in that first double crochet space, and then single crochet again in the next double crochet space. Now I'm going to chain 3, and I'm going to double crochet 7 double crochets together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. At this point I should have 8 loops on my hook. Yarn over, pull that yarn all the way through. Then I'm going to chain 3. and then I'm going to single crochet 3, then again I'm going to chain 3, and then I'm going to double crochet 7 double crochets together. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Eight loops on my hook, pull the yarn through, and I'm going to chain 3, and then I'm going to single crochet in the last 2 stitches. And that brings me back to the very first row, right down here to complete the next row of wheels. So from there I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to turn my work, and I'm going to single crochet in the first single crochet, and then single crochet again in that second single crochet. And then now I'm going to do 7 double crochets together. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And I'm going to single crochet in the next 3 single crochets. And then I'm going to double crochet 7 double crochets together again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then again, single crochet once and single crochet twice there at the end of my work. Except here I'm going to just take my single crochet all the way up to just the last step, because this is the time I'm going to change my color again, because now I've repeated row 1 and I'm going to begin my repeat of row 2. I'm going to chain 2, turn my work, and then I'm going to double crochet 4 double crochets together. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Gives me 5 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over and pull that through to create the beginning of my next wheel. I'm going to chain 3, and then I'm going to single crochet in the next double crochet once, and then in the next one twice, and then in the third one 3 times. And then I'm going to single crochet, or sorry, I should say I'm going to chain 3, and then I'm going to do 7 double crochets together. So again, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chain 3, and then single crochet 3, chain 3 again, and then double crochet 4 together. So now that we've completed the repeat of row 2, we're going to start row 3. And I'm going to do that by chaining 2. I'm going to turn my work. And then I'm going to do 4 double crochets into this double crochet stitch. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I'm going to do a single crochet in the next 3 single crochets. And then again, I'm going to do 7 double crochets together in the next double crochet stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then again, single crochet in the next 3 single crochets. And then 4 more double crochets in that last double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remembering to stop just before you hit that last step of your double crochet, because this is where we're going to change our color. So after I change my color, I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to turn my work, and now I'm going to begin the repeat of row 4. In that first single crochet, in that first double crochet here on the end, I'm going to make a single crochet and then a single crochet again in the next stitch. And then we're going to go and chain 3. And then I'm going to crochet 7 double crochets together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And chain 3. And then single crochet, 3 single crochets in the next 3 double crochets. And chain 3. And then I'm going to double crochet 7 double crochets together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And chain 3. And then single crochet in those last 2 stitches. So now you can kind of see the wheels. I hope you found value in my video today, and until we meet again, I'd just like to say to all you wonderful fiber artists, stay safe, stay amazing, and above all, stay crafty.